Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Diamond Painting and Stitching with Laura. And today I thought we'd work on a new old project. I bought this back in August from Amazon and I got it from Beads Creative at Amazon. Beads Creative, it's all one word, and that's where I bought it. I still have the, what do you call it? The link, if we need to get to a link. But, and so they're still available on Amazon. And this is a small one. It only had, well, it has 16 colors. So I thought we'd start here at the bottom. I put all of my colors into the little round cylinder things that have the lids. And so when I pour out my beads, I put my beads in the lid. And I got out the 4 colors of these flowers. So we're going to try to do this crossways, but you know how that goes. So we will see how it goes. So how's everybody doing? Is everybody having a good Thursday? I got to put all these colors back because I realized I put all the colors in the lid so I couldn't show you what it looked like. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So, not doing much of anything today, but I just wanted to start something new and different. So, and they're real clear and concise. You can see what the actual color is that you need to do. It's all there. I've never done a Mill Hill kit, so I don't know how that would go. I saw a lady unbox one this morning, and it doesn't even have the pattern on it. They send you a pattern, and it's in black and white, and not in color, but it's not printed on the fabric. And it's done on, I don't know if it's done on paper or just like thick canvas. You know, it's pretty stiff looking canvas. But we'll see. But these have always gone really well. I haven't finished any that I got from them because, you know, God forbid I don't start something. So I can't say, you know, if I had enough beads or anything like that. Trying to keep it laying down flat. I got so much stuff. I'm going to get my scissors out of the way. Why do they have to make scissors so heavy these days? I swear, the last 3 pairs of scissors I bought are just totally heavy. But it comes with a needle, a nice beading needle, and it did come, hang on. Of course, we are already having issues. Hang in there. There we go. But you know, when you start something, it's like, okay, how much frustration can you, good Lord, can you deal with at one time? What in the heck? We're off to a rip-roaring start, aren't we? And I've always used that thread that it came with. Well, we're just going to have to deal here. I should have started a few rows and then started the video. I'm telling you, some days. Usually I do one color at a time, but I thought, you know, just for something else different to do, I thought we'd just go across and we'd add the colors as we go and see how that works. It probably won't last very long, knowing me, because it's like the Tootsie Roll thing, you know, or Tootsie Pop. How long can you do this until you just gotta do it your way? Oh, geez. These are really pretty. They have like a dark blue center. I don't know. Doesn't show up. Just the outside is kind of a pearlescence. The trick to this, I've learned, is not to get too long of a thread. Even if you gotta keep changing out your thread. I know, I keep moving back and forth and moving back and forth. I'll find a rhythm here in a minute. But I like this pattern. I just haven't pulled it out because I was working with the peacock, which I just adore the colors in that thing. All the purples and the dark blues and everything. This will be pretty when it gets done. But there's one color, and then I'll show you these, the ones that I told you had a darker center. I guess it gives it a different hue. I have no idea. And another trick to this thing is you want to keep going. When you start in one direction sewing, don't change directions, you know, of putting them in. That way they lay nice. And these have always been pretty consistent beads, as far as I know. I had to see what color I needed. See, that's always been the problem. I can go and do all the, like I do all the darks, and then I start on the lights, and yeah, it is what it is. But I thought we'd just start across. Now this is a partial one. And I like these partials. I think they're pretty. They're not blobs. They actually look like flowers when you're done. That one, oh, I'll just never forget that. That just pissed me off royal. That one that I got that was just a blob here and a blob there, and it was supposed to look like a flower. And I paid probably $5 more for that kit than I did this one. I think this one was close to about 20 something. It's just giving me fits. Well, on the next thread, I'm going to run it through my thread magic. I didn't pull it out. But we will this next time I get another piece of thread. I don't know why I'm having so many troubles today. Not at all. Because that usually doesn't happen. Got to get the third. Isn't that a pretty color? It's like a cobalt with a silver center. We just need a few of those. Set it down before I drop it. You know I gotta drop something. And then that's a yellow. Has this real pretty goldy yellow. And I was looking to see if they were like pearl finish to them. Guess we'll see when we get there, huh? Yep, they're pearl type finish. I like this because it doesn't have 50 colors like that other crazy thing I was doing. There must have been 30 different colors as I went along. I was like, are you kidding me? And to try to remember the symbol and looking back and forth, I was getting a headache. I think I'm going to have to get rid of this thread here. We'll do one more. I'm looking forward to getting rid of this thread. I've never used DMC because on my Tiger, on the big and the plastic ones, I use DMC. Yeah, you see it didn't go through. That's why we ran out of thread so fast. So we're just going to fix that puppy. I go through here twice just because it's kind of springy thread, and make a knot, pull it as tight as I possibly can. And we'll get rid of that, lay the needle over there, and then we'll fix this so it won't be in the way. And I'm just going to tie this thread into a knot. And clip it off. Hang in there, guys. I gotta stand up a second. Hang on. I know that I put that. No, I guess I flippin' didn't. What the hell? Are you kidding me? Well, phooey kabooty. I haven't been using it for anything else but that. Oh well. C'est la vive, c'est la vive. I'm not seeing it on my table anywhere. I guess we'll just have to do without. What can I say? I don't know where it got off to. Sometimes things like to get around the edges. And I try to shove things back. Found 3 packets of needles that I bought. Hang on. Sorry, guys. It's just irritating. Well, I don't know what happened to it. Moving right along, guys. Moving right along. Sorry about that. I thought for sure it would have been laying right there. Oh, that's attractive. And do you think that I had gone out and bought some beeswax? No. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Sit there, you silly thing. Oh, oh. Jeez Louise. Are you kidding me? Finally. Thank you. Okay. Let's try again. Number 12. And this isn't fast by any means. I go a little bit faster when I'm doing it, you know, by myself and not trying to video it, but I wouldn't say we're just rushing through this thing at all. And some days, things are pains in the butt. What is the problem? Oh, I guess I got it. figure out what color I needed. We're coming up on that dark blue again. Kind of a dark blue at the center of these pretty little flowers. And try not to pull it too hard, because get that out of my way. Because I don't want to cinch the fabric. Had to make sure I had the right thing. There's another darker right here, but it's not that color yet. Not yet. I guess I just don't have patience enough to go straight across and use all the... Okay, that one won't go through the stupid needle for some reason. Yeah. May have to work on this today, or my other beaded one, my peacock, because my fingers are killing me from doing a regular cross stitch. I tried last night and I've completely poked a hole in my finger. This doesn't bother it because there's not much resistance. And I sew a little bit different, so I might have to do this for a couple of days. Well, we got through that little nightmare. Let's see what we got going here. Try to keep them out from underneath my arms so I don't drop the silly things. Don't have any plans of going anywhere today at all. Thank goodness. Just not in the mood. It's cold out there, and just do not want to deal with the wind. It's got a little bit of wind. Come on. I do love these long needles for beads because they just pick things up so nicely. Okay, gotta have another one of them dark ones. And now that I know there might be a problem, I always make sure it goes past the head before I get to putting it back down into the fabric. I've been there and it's like, ouch. End up poking myself. I watched, can't even remember what I watched on Netflix, short of Grey's Anatomy. I'm still trying to get through 15 seasons, so I just put it on and I can stitch or do beading or whatever. But gotta pour some more in while I know what color that is. Yeah, we're not too quick on the uptake some days. Doesn't take you long to get messed up, but we about got this flower done. So that didn't take too long, about 25 minutes, and that don't even count the 2 minutes that it took me to thread the needle. I don't know what its problem was. Usually I don't have an issue. Whoop. I had to use my diamond painting little thing. I poured the beads into this and then pour them into little round containers because sometimes they don't want to go in there just right. Well, we got one flower done. Yay! I don't know if I want to go on to the green or what I want to do exactly. Well, we got the blue out. What the heck? We'll just, oops, go over here. Didn't go shopping or anything yesterday. I just didn't feel like messing with anything. I didn't have to go to the store, thank goodness. I did that earlier in the week. Got food and stuff. Didn't go to the thrift store here. Sometimes I like to give them a little breathing space so they get some new stuff out. But it's nice I can go in the morning and before work, so it's not such a rush like it used to be. I, get everything done on my days off. Ah, if I could just get it in the right place. Because I used to have to do everything on my days off because I couldn't get to the thrift store until later in the day, or I couldn't go to the grocery store. I'd get off in like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 5 o'clock when I was working for the pizza place, but I don't know, brand new routine. I cannot seem to not be tired. Like I said, must be time for some liver. Or some spinach. I've got spinach. I like buying frozen spinach. That's why I always have spinach. And it's really good and it's pretty cheap. I mean, I can get one of those frozen bags of leaf spinach for like $1. And it'll last me 2 or 3 times. I mean, depending what I do with it. Like I said, sometimes I put it on pizza or I put it in eggs. I like the Florentine quiche, but I haven't made any of those lately. Those, not so much. Because it takes a lot of cheese, and it's a lot. I don't know how well that'd freeze, actually. I'm a little weird to... I'm not keen on that idea of freezing eggs. I can freeze, like, lasagna or something like that, but eggs, not so much. But I haven't made a quiche probably in 15 years. And if I did, I don't even remember when I made quiche last, but I sure love it. And it takes a pound of bacon if you make the bacon kind. But, and probably a bag and a half of, what do you call it? Swiss cheese. I was going to say mozzarella. I have made it with mozzarella, but I'm not real fond of it. I like the tanginess of the Swiss cheese. So sometimes I'll use Swiss and just make like ham and Swiss, in an omelet if I want that taste, because it's about the same difference. And sometimes I'll make my frittatas like that. But I do like make ham and spinach. And then I usually use whatever cheese I have available. Sometimes it's Colby Jack. And sometimes it's Swiss. It just depends. If I get some Swiss cheese, I like to buy Swiss cheese and make French onion soup. And zap it in my microwave. I take the Campbell's, what do you call it? French onion soup mix. Not soup mix, but the canned French onion soup, and put it in a bowl and add about half the amount of water that it takes. And a piece of French bread. And then I cover it with about 3 slices or 4 of, whoops, come back here. Slices of Swiss cheese. And then zap it until it's melted in the microwave. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I know that's not how you're supposed to make it. You're supposed to cook it in the oven. But, you know, I don't want to heat up the whole house. I know it's that time of year, but not for one little bowl of French onion soup. So I've just been making it in my microwave, and I like it just the way it is. And sometimes I can get the little half loaves of French bread, so I don't have to buy a full great big loaf, because every day at our grocery store at like 4 o'clock they have the fresh French bread. Oh, it's so good. I don't need it, but it's so good. Just so good. Okay, let's see if we can thread this stupid... See what I mean? You go through thread so fast. Oh, I got it on the first one. I got it on the first one. Okay, let's see if I can do this without knocking all the little open beads out of the way. Get that out of the way again, because it likes to roll all over my table. I like that I got that much. I got that with the beaded tiger thing. And, like I said, I like 2 strands of GMC on the plastic beaded ones. I don't know, it just seems to secure it better. And this thread secures the little glass beads a lot better. They are 10 millimeter. Yeah, no, well, it says number 10, so I shouldn't call them 10 millimeter. I don't know if that's what that means or not. Oh, I was looking at some beautiful, beautiful embroidery yesterday. That Reflect Deso. I don't know how to say it. I want to say Reflex Deso. Oh, jeez. Just probably out of my range. Probably out of my range, but I think they're beautiful. And I was looking at that Sol Agere for thread, but it's silk. So, you know, I'm thinking, now here's my logic. You like this logic? You're going to love this. Because, you know, I don't like to stitch with silk. I just would like to see what it would be like on smaller Aida. And I figured if it came from France, that it might be decent silk. You know? So, I may get a few colors to run an experiment. Nothing too fancy, because those are like $4 a skein compared to my $1 a skein stuff that I buy of what do you call it? Of the DMC. So, I don't know. They also have a sulky at that, we'll call it sewing store, because they don't sell kits. They have like fabric and notions, you know, if you were going to sew a pattern, that kind of thing. They're more that type of store, but they do have a whole wall of DMC stuff, because it is what it is. But they also have one of the sulky sand stands that has all the sulky colors, but I've never used sulky, and it comes in such a big thing. You know, if you just don't like it, you know, hey, there's just no sense. So, this is going along pretty good. So far, so good. But I just would, you know, was kind of wondering if there is like a difference between that crap that I was using that I got from China, which probably isn't even real silk. You know, I mean, I don't know. Silk, it's probably rayon. I don't know. I'm just kind of out there. What can I say? Crap. That was attractive. Turned the needle right upside down and it fell right off. This kind of has darker colors in it. I gotta get some more number 12 here or we're not gonna make it. So, I don't know, it's just kind of something to think about. You know, I don't know. I mean, I've got plenty of little tiny stuff I could do that, you know, I could find in a book just to use for that experiment. So, I mean, it's not like I have to go out and look for something. Because, you know, all I ever need is an excuse to go look for something. Because, you know, I love getting new stuff. Yeah, that no spend crap. I mean, I've got it down to when I'm going to spend it. I just can't not spend probably $150 a month on something. But I should be putting it into something else, I guess. I don't know. But by the time the middle of the month rolls around, I feel like, whoops, I need some kind of a treat for getting this far. I don't know. I gotta figure out what color is that orange. It's this one. It's number 16. Oh gosh, where are we? Hang on. Sorry, pardon the reach. I need one. Nope, I need two. What a joke. Okay, there's two. And these are kind of clear, like rhinestones. Whoops. Might help if I go on the right side of the fabric, huh? It'd probably get there better. Molly, hush. Molly says hi. You know, what would be a day without Molly barking? And we're back to that dark blue. Oh, come on. There we go. Blue. Molly, hush. Jeez. Are you kidding me? If I can get it off there without jabbing it up my finger. That's two down. That one goes on. Of course, I'd try it. But I just felt like beading today. Some days I feel like messing with this stuff, and some I just want to stitch. And you know that, you know. I've said it time and time again. But today it's going pretty good. So, I don't know how work's gonna go. I don't know if it's gonna snow or not. If it snows, it's always like a day from hell. Because everybody and his dog has to come. I think it, well, I don't know. Well, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, but yeah, that's just snuck right up. So I didn't do any new stitching for Valentine's Day. Didn't feel the need. Come on. Need a new color. Oh, goodness. So hopefully it'll just be normal busy, because it's my long day. Oh, geez. And it just takes forever to get to 10 o'clock. I don't know what I've been doing this summer. Then we'll normally be open till 10 o'clock. And then on Fridays, we'll be open till 11. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll hire some other people and maybe get some guys to work those night shifts. I wouldn't mind working till 8 o'clock or so, but geez, that 11 is just a little much. But it's not hard work. So, whoops, I need this color again. Of course, everyone I check is gonna go in just fine now. I had a couple of those on the peacock, and it seems like it was this cobalt color as well. And I have another cobalt that is like a sea glass, if you will. It's kind of frosted on that peacock, and sometimes they don't work or want to work. They're just, you can't shove them through this needle. And I haven't found a needle that was even smaller, so oh well. It is what it is. And heaven knows I've got enough beads everywhere in this house to do like if I run out, I can just, because I've got a huge, gigantic, what do you call it? Cross stitch. Hang on just a second. Put the lid on that and get rid of it. One less thing sticking out. Oh, for pity's sake. Got a little knot that is just being a pain in the butt. Stitchy. There we go. Come on. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I like that orange. It just brightens everything up. I can hardly wait to get to the center where all these oranges and stuff are at. Medium, medium, medium. Well, guys, I think that's going to be about it for today. Thank you for joining me. Get my needle up. I'll put it over here. I like it on this material. Yeah, I need a needle minder. Yeah, you think I could get that. But thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. And we'll have more projects like this. We do beaded, we do cross stitch, we do counter cross stitch, we do, what do you call them? Pre-stamped projects. And we do plastic beaded cross stitch. So we get a full realm of all kinds of stitchy things. But thank you for joining me, guys. You have a good rest of your Thursday, and God bless. Bye-bye.